Hello! Welcome back to my channel. If instead you are new here, I welcome you. I am Virginie, an interior designer, and I specialize in creating homes that fully represent the people who live in them, from consulting to the entire renovation process. I also assist foreigners who want to purchase and renovate properties in Italy, helping them throughout the entire process, which can be challenging to follow from a distance. In this channel, I will talk about home and renovation, trying to give you helpful tips so that you can have the home of your dreams, a home that truly reflects who you are and where you will always feel comfortable. A couple of weeks ago, Lucia, a fiction name, approached me because she had inherited a charming one-bedroom apartment in a semi-central area of her city. The accommodation was partially furnished, so she had tried to rent it out but couldn't find a tenant. I will tell you why and what we did in this video. But before we get started, if you love everything related to the home and renovation topic, remember to subscribe to my channel for more information on this subject. And please don't forget to click the like button because it's the best way to support this channel and my content, and I truly appreciate it. Let's dive into the video. Why couldn't Lucia find a tenant? To understand it, I went to inspect the apartment myself. The apartment per se was pretty, but it had an old, slightly beaten-up sofa, a partially broken chandelier in the living room, and missing mattresses on the bed. Despite having a beautiful custom-made wardrobe, the apartment could be described as somewhat neglected. The rental prices considered the favorable location and the fact that no renovation were needed, even the painting was very recent, but not the actual conditions of the furnishings. That means that those who would have been willing to settle for those furnishings might not have been able to afford the rent, while those who had the means certainly didn't want to pay that amount for an apartment that wasn't perfect. People are becoming increasingly demanding. A few years ago, perhaps because there weren't many options available at the times, if you rented a furnished house, you would settle for what was there. Often you would find a grandma house, or perhaps even worse, a mishmash of styles thrown together to clean out homes or basements. Today is not longer the same. People want to be able to live in apartments that are perhaps simple, but well maintained in order to feel good. Often people looking for a furnished house do so because it's not their permanent destination, and understandably, buying furniture that may not fit well in another home, in addition to the stress and cost of moving, it is not always the preferred choice. However, as mentioned, they shouldn't have to sacrifice comfort. Therefore, offering a better product is a winning decision. But then I don't know who will enter the house. The risk is that they break everything. I often encounter this objection. It's self-evident that one can never guarantee for anyone, and there is always this risk. However, it is also true that the phrase "the beautiful attracts the beautiful" holds some truth. So, if one finds something nice and comfortable, the tendency is to take care of it. At the same time, since we never have absolutely certainty, we'll make a minimal cost intervention. Certainly, expensive designer pieces will not be used. Obviously, I'm referring to normal accommodation, not luxury ones. The target audience is different there. That said, Lucia accepted my help to modernize and improve the apartment a little bit. I kept the kitchen but changed the sofa and light fixtures, added a mattress, rearranged things for better functionality, and together with a colleague colored the table, chairs and coffee tables to make them more attractive. Curtains and decoration were the icing of the cake. This is the result. Thanks to the assistance of a competent real estate agent, the apartment was rented out on the first visit, with a slight increase in the price of the rent. Taking care of a rental property means always having a tenant inside and therefore receiving income. If, on the other hand, you don't make a minimum investment, the risk is to leave it vacant, turning it into just an expense. So, if you have a property and are struggling to rent it out, don't waste any more time. Give it some appeal, and if you need help, you know you can contact me. You'll find my contact in the description box below. I hope the video was helpful and you love it. In case, let me know with a thumbs up and maybe in the comments. Please feel free to share this video with someone you think might be interested in the topic. I will be honored and it will help me grow my channel. If you already haven't done it yet, remember to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so you will not miss the upcoming video. Thanks for watching. See you soon.